Hello and welcome to Nothing Definitive. Today I am sharing a voice recording from January 1st, 2014, and bear with the beginning, it kind of sounds a little stupid because I was really redundant with what I was saying, but um, I guess that's just the way it goes when you're a little under the influence, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's get to it.
Just thought of something I just smoked a little bit ago. So it's one of those ideas. I was just thinking about underground organizations, and we used to want to create, I don't remember what the names were, the nihilists or something at one point, or the stuff with ideals of a new society and all that stuff. Was part of this idea that it'd be cool to have an underground organization, that was fighting against something or whatever. And I was just thinking about that, and the thing is that it's not really realistic, right? I mean, you would only ever start an underground criminal organization or something that was fighting the system if it was something that you had to do or you knew that you had to do. It was like you were being persecuted and needed to fight back, as opposed to when you're young and you're idealistic and stuff, you think, oh, I want to create an underground organization, it's cool. You're not fighting against anything real. Even when I look at myself right now, there's no reason for me to create an underground society because I'm not actually being targeted. I'm not, it's like there needs to be a real push and pull of, two teams versus each other that they're willing to go to the ends of the earth to win. Because if you're not, that's the thing with life, I guess, in every facet, is that you have to either do 100% or nothing and find something different, because unless you're going to push to the 100% level, you're never going to fully experience anything. You're never going to actually win or do something unique. It has to be 100% focused to go all the way.
Okay, so this audio recording was basically about two things. It was first about almost like a message to my past self, because as I mentioned in there, when me and my friends were young, we wanted to create these philosophical underground societies. There was something cool about it. We were idealistic and young. So in a way, it's kind of like a dream crusher reality where you go, listen, that's silly. You don't want to do it. If you're really put into the situation where you need to create an underground, it's like the last thing you really want, because people are going to die or get hurt, and everything bad that could happen is probably going to happen. That's kind of the reality of real undergrounds, not like some sort of pseudo-artistic underground where you're just, whatever. And then the second message is basically to my future self, and anyone else that this applies to, I guess, if you're listening. Don't forget that life is about, not about, but success in life, I guess I should say, is about focus. It's about 100% focus on basically one thing. If you really want to do something truly remarkable, you can't diversify so much, and you can't kind of do it and then do something else and then come back to it later. You have to commit and push yourself. And that's one thing that I struggle with a lot, because I have such varied interests that my entire life has been, at the most, I would work on a project or something for 6-9 months maybe. I don't know if I've ever worked on anything for a solid year. It's always I get to a point where I just kind of get burned out, and I'm maybe not even burned out, I just get captured by something else maybe. And then I switch my focus, and next thing I know, I haven't done that project in a long time, and I'm kind of back to square one. So, in terms of my personal journey towards self-improvement and enlightenment and stuff, has been trying to figure out who I am and what do I really want to commit to. I don't want to take that question lightly and just do something. I want to really figure out what it is that I will be happy to do for the next 5 or 10 years or my whole life, really. And one of those is this project, this Not Deaf project. And it's something that's been with me now for 5 years or something, and it's only getting more interesting. So I think I'm finally discovering some of those things. But it's been a really long and arduous journey that's also been very depressing, and you have to challenge all these things, and so don't take it lightly. Don't you really have to do. I mean, I guess that's it's kind of crazy to think like you have to preface the journey with a journey, basically, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Thanks for listening as always. Consider subscribing above, and see you next time.